Hey, folks, it's Barry Kleiman. I was reading an article just a few minutes ago on Quora, and I think I talked about we're going to use Quora to populate some of the questions that I hope to get answered for you, only because they come up on Quora. They come up a lot, or they're highly unusual, and interviewing is rarely templated. In fact, the worst interviews are templated, meaning that you get asked the same questions, standard questions that you've heard before. It means there's not a real deep interest in most cases. Anyway, I saw an article just now on Quora, and the question was, what's the best job you got without ever interviewing? I went on to read the answer, which I'll share with you in a minute, but in my opinion, I talk about this a lot. I've written about it in the book I wrote here. Um, I believe you're always interviewing, or almost always interviewing. Um, Sometimes you're interviewing when you don't even know it. There's a story in this book about a gentleman in England who was riding and walked accidentally over somebody's foot or something, and the guy whose foot he walked over cursed him out upside down and sideways, dropping f bombs everywhere, et cetera, et cetera. And the gentleman who got cursed at went to work, and he had a 10 o'clock interview or whatever with somebody. And of course, the person who showed up for the 10 o'clock interview was the guy who had just cursed him out. Awkward. Um, you're always interviewing, you just don't know it. So when this Quora thread came up um, about what's the best job ever got without interviewing, a gentleman went on to answer that he was visiting his son in Silicon Valley, and he ran into somebody at the son's dinner table that night who ultimately wound up hiring him for some sort of job in a company that made robots or something. He said they sat the whole dinner conversation and talked about it, and he never another meeting. That's an interview. That's an interview. The situation on the in the tube in London. That's an interview. You just don't know it all the time. So one of the main reasons I put this group together and again just offering it out of my wanting to try to help or I hate saying give back is that I know it because I spent my whole life helping people get ready for it. I made a living helping people in this regard. I've got testimonials everywhere. Not to brag about myself. This is what I know. I can't teach geometry. So when you look at this program, can't teach English, can't teach spelling. When you look at this program or some of the threads or the videos that I'll put out here, think about them, take them to heart, put yourself in that situation, and remember you are always interviewing. You just may not know it. So that's the long and short of it. The videos that we'll share are based on some very commonly asked questions and some weird ones, but I hope they give you an idea and make you internalize the always interviewing fact. And so you could always be ready. What was that old TV show when Candid Camera, when it's least expected, you're elected? You don't know. So this group, I'm sorry, group, the questions and answers I put in here, I think will help you if you take them to heart. Share it with your friends. I'd be honored if you did. Again, just putting some things out there that I hope will help people move forward in the direction they want to go in their lives and careers. It doesn't even have to be a job interview, right? It could be to meet a new partner or start a new business or get funding for a business that you have. You're always interviewing. Be ready. Okay, thanks. This is Barry Kleiman. Hope you're having a great day.